You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening.
Smack, smack, smack! Oh!
Hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller, you fade down. Hop up in the window.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff and welcome back to Movie Monday. So, there's a Lord of the Rings movie coming out this year. It's an animated movie, but I'm still looking forward to it. And I thought, well, that's another excuse to watch Lord of the Rings again. So I thought, instead of just watching Lord of the Rings trilogy, I'm also going to add in the Hobbit movies as well. We watched Unexpected Journey last week. It was meant to be 2 weeks ago. I missed an episode. So we're doing 2 this Monday, hopefully. If not, 2 next Monday. But hopefully, Desolation of Smaug and Battle of Five Armies we're going to do in the same week. I got a couple of days to watch them. And yeah, this year I've been doing a theme of like Movie Mondays where we like watch movies as a lead up to the sequels coming up or whatever. I think the animated movie is not a sequel anyway, but still. In the lead up to movies, I've been watching movies in the lead up like Gladiator, like Joker. What else have we seen this year? Kung Fu Panda. There was another one. I can't remember, but there's been a few that we've done this year. You can see the full playlist in the link in the description and at the end of the video. But yeah, Lord of the Rings is the very last one of that. So after we've watched the trilogy and we watched these movies, Hobbit, I don't know what I'll be doing rest of the year, but I'll think of some movies because there's plenty of films I haven't seen at all. So there's a few things we can do. But regardless, I'm currently actually 43 minutes in to the Desolation of Smaug. So far, no issues. I said last week, like, I watched this trilogy in the cinema, and I enjoyed the first one. Unexpected Journey, I think, was a very good film. And the cliffhanger made me want more, and I waited for it for years, and Desolation of Smaug disappointed me. And in Battle of the Five Armies, by then I was just like, I was kind of like checked out a little bit. I was very disappointed by the second and third films. They weren't bad in picture quality, they looked great. Characters were good, acting was fine, it just didn't work for me in the end, even though it started quite well. And even though they're nowhere near as good as Lord of the Rings movies anyway. But they still deserve to be judged in their own right as what they are, instead of in comparison to Lord of the Rings trilogy, which is obviously top tier, amazing films. But still, even when I judge it by itself, I just felt let down and disappointed by the second and third one. Watching the second one right now, 43 minutes in, and so far no issues. I'm liking it, but we'll see if my opinion changes. I really enjoyed the spider scene, obviously with the ring in play now, and that spirit turns out to be Sauron, obviously. But yeah, with Bilbo having the ring, getting up to his antics, when he hears that spider scene, I don't remember it, that spider scene when he puts the ring on and he hears them talking, and they sound like Gollum. Actually, they sound a lot like Gollum. wouldn't be surprised if it was also Andy Serkis. But anyway, those spiders talking, I don't remember that scene at all, so that was like, it was quite funny to watch. And then afterwards with the elves, it was awesome to see Legolas. Like when I first watched it at the cinema, I was just like, oh, Legolas, he's in The Hobbit as well. It was really awesome to see him in that. So yeah, it's great to see him again, because obviously he's quite a legendary character in the main Lord of the Rings trilogy. So it was just like, it was unexpected of him to be there. At least for me it was anyway, back then. So yeah, I remember like watching it in the cinema, I'm just like, it's Legolas. But yeah, so far the first 45 minutes, like, I don't dislike any of it. So I'm trying to think of where, because it's been years since I watched the Hobbit movies. I've seen Lord of the Rings movies over and over and over again. The Hobbit movies, not so often. I don't think I've seen any of them more than 3 times. So, and the last time, I feel like it's been years. Like, I didn't even buy it in 4K when those first got released. I only bought Lord of the Rings on 4K. But still, like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching, and I'll see if my opinion changes. Am I still gonna be disappointed? Am I gonna like it more? Am I gonna hate it? Well, I'll let you know. But yeah, there's basically a video where I share my thoughts with you, and give a short review and a rating at the end. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of this film. So because it's a good start, I feel it's a good start. One thing that takes me out sometimes about prequels is, like, sometimes you just know, like, there's a character in danger, and you're just like, well, they're alive in the future movies. Well, the movies, like, they're there in the prequels. Whenever they're in danger, you're just like, well, they're alive in the other movies anyway. That happen after. They take place after he or she is alive in those films. He's not dying. Like, every time, I feel like it kind of takes away from the tension a little bit. Like, Legolas in this movie, a couple times, could have died. But we all know he doesn't die. So there's no stakes there. I get that obviously it's part of the story, and like, you got to tell what's happened. I know it's like also based on books as well, but still, I always like find that funny with prequels when a character you know will survive is in danger. Just like, no matter how much danger they're in, you know they're surviving. So yeah, it's like Gotham, the TV show Gotham. It's a prequel to Batman, and Bruce Wayne's a kid. There's a couple times where Bruce Wayne's in danger. He's even kidnapped a couple times. I'm just like, he becomes Batman when he's an adult, so I know he's not gonna die. It's the same thing here with Legolas and a couple other characters. I'm way past that part now. We're well into the dragon sequences, which I don't remember a lot of these dragon sequences, so it's pretty cool to see. But that Sauron reveal was really cool. I thought that was really cool. My worry is now, though, it doesn't feel like we're near the end, and yet there's 20 minutes left. Alright, let me just turn off Ed Sheeran, just in case you hear it and it gets copyrighted, because you never know. Yeah, so I just finished watching the film, and I think I realised where I got disappointed with it, and that was the ending. Obviously, I'm aware it's part of the... Sorry, my voice was all over the place there. I came back from work though, so I got an excuse. So part of my job is talking to an AI. Nothing further needs to be said about that. But anyway, as I was saying, right, obviously I know it's like a big trilogy. I expect cliffhangers, you know, from the first two. I expect those cliffhangers. Just like I expect cliffhangers from the two Lord of the Rings movies, the first two of the trilogy. What I was disappointed by was where they ended it. And I'm still disappointed right now. I actually like it more now than I did when I first saw it, and I think the second time, I can't remember. Did I watch this once or twice? At least once in the cinema. I think I rewatched it once since. But yeah, just watching it now, because I've not watched it in years, that's for sure, that's a guarantee. I like it. I find myself liking it more than the previous time, or the previous times. Honestly, I can't even recall how many times I've seen this film, but it's not more than two. But yeah, it's just like, the dragon is going towards Lake Town and says, "I am deaf. What have we done?" And then it just ends like that, and I'm just like, they did that just to make us wait so long for the third film. And I get cliffhangers, I get, like, in a series, I get it. But that was just, like, not the best idea to put a cliffhanger on. Just from my perspective. Especially when the dragon's name is in the title of the film. I actually thought in my head, like, because I remember the dragon destroying the town. And I was just like, was that not in this film? No, it's in the next one. Oh, okay, that's where my mind went wrong. But yeah, that's the main thing. Like, I actually enjoyed most of it more. It was a good continuation, even though not much actually happens. Yes, it's more of adventure, more of the orcs chasing them. But that's the thing, it's just more of what you see in the first one, except with the added bonus of Legolas and the elves and the people of that lake town, and talking spiders and a few other things, and obviously the reveal of Sauron as that spirit. A few added things here and there, but it was still like a continuation of the first, which obviously is part of the same story. But it just felt like the first one extended out a few hours. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. As long as the story is told fine. I thought it was good, and the visuals are good as well, which do help, but obviously not as good as Lord of the Rings. None of it is, to be fair, but again, judge it in its own right. In its own right, I felt it was good, and I prefer it more now than I did before. But the ending, it's just like, it's not a good place to end it, and I feel like that brings it down a few pegs. I do like multiple things that they do with it, but overall I'm just like, there should have been so much, maybe not more, but there should have been like, they should have done better with the way they left that off in anticipation for the next film. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the next one probably the next day, but yeah, you'll see it both on the same day. But yeah, the rating for this one, I'd say probably a 7. A 7 for me is like pretty good. Not quite solid, but pretty good. Unexpected Journey is still my favourite Hobbit movie, for sure. I've not seen the original Hobbit movie. I know there was another one that came out decades ago. I've never seen that. Also, I didn't actually know that Benedict Cumberbatch voiced Smaug. I didn't know that. I went on IMDb, and I'm just like, oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. And then it's like, actually, you know what? It sounds like him. It sounds like him with a voice changer. I'm just like, oh, how did I not notice? How did I not notice Sherlock was voicing this dragon? But yeah, he has a good resume there. He's got Smaug, he's got Sherlock, he's got Doctor Strange, plenty of other things as well. What a legend Benedict Cumberbatch is. But yeah, I still like it more than I did before. But the ending lets it down. My issue is not the fact that it's a cliffhanger. It's where the cliffhanger was. That's the issue. Rather than the actual cliffhanger itself. It's what the cliffhanger was. It's where they cut it off. That's the issue. At least to me anyway. But yeah, again, I like it more than I did before. And if I say any more, I'll just be repeating myself. So this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And I remember that Battle of the Five Armies was the one where I was most disappointed. So I'm looking forward to seeing whether I like it more or less or the same. I'm very curious to see, like, because I know the star is going to be that town and then the dragon dying and stuff like that. But after that, I'm intrigued because all I remember is really that opening, the first maybe 20 minutes of it, and then this big battlefield, and they were like defending a fort against so many armies or something. I can't remember. There was a big battle sequence at the end, so I remember parts of that, and I remember the start of it. I don't remember most of everything else, so I'm intrigued to see what I think of that one. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it